Faker is the one player everybody knows. Many people's first ever introduction to League of Legends was watching Faker raise the Summoner's Cup in one of his many Worlds victories. 2013, he won Worlds in his rookie year of pro play and went on to win Worlds again in 2015 and 2016. Fast forwarding to 2022, Faker has not won Worlds since 2016. He's qualified many times, but always has fallen short. In 2022, he made it all the way to the finals and fell at the final hurdle. Now back again a year later in 2023, and Faker has won his 4th Summoner's Cup. 10 years after his debut match in the LCK, 10 years after his first win at Worlds, he takes this victory at the age of 27. So let's take a look at how T1 and Faker won the 2023 World Championship. Game 1 already opens with a massive draft victory for T1. Zeus counterpicks the Shy's Aatrox, but the real crushing blow is caused by Weibo themselves. T1 have locked in Kalista Renata, and the primary counters to this bot lane is long-range poke. Ashe and Varus being the best 2 responses, but Weibo opt to not pick an ADC on 3rd pick, and going into bans, T1 take away both these ADCs, leading to Weibo drafting Senna Tarm, which first of all they don't even play often, but also leaves them with a very low DPS comp. Heading into game 1, it's a hard draft win for T1. At 18 minutes, Dragon has spawned and Weibo are getting pushed on mid. T1 do not contest as Keria is sneaking around off of vision looking for a flank. He finds Weiwei but makes a mechanical mistake, losing R and Flash. Weibo with confidence move to the Dragon, but then Ona finds an insane angle, queuing onto Crisp and uses it to pick Xiaohu with an insec. But Xiaohu just makes it away due to a misplay from Faker. During this play, Weibo split up to save Xiaohu so Zeus can walk up the river and build up his tornado on the Dragon. Weibo, split up by the skirmish mid, allows Zeus to engage with his knockups, stalling for the rest of T1 to collapse. And T1 take the fight 3-0 but lose the Dragon. 21 minutes into the game and Weibo commit onto Gumayusi, who is pushed up on mid with no flash. All of T1 are responding, but they need time to get there. Weiwei and the Shy are on Guma, but Keria is finally here and hits a perfect ultimate. The Shy attempts to Q flash auto, but Guma jumps into the bush, denying vision before Aatrox can get his final auto attack, and Kalista survives. Meanwhile, Faker snuck into the bush and chunked Light in the backside, allowing Ona to finish him off. With Weibo losing both sides of the fight, T1 clean up 5 for 1 and secure the Baron. From this point on, T1 are too strong with a far better comp, and it's up to them to close out this game. They try to go for a fight at 23:30, but Faker misses Charm on a Rooted the Shy with a funny reaction to pair with such a terrible blunder. T1 now wait for the next objectives to spawn. They secure Cloud Soul and a second Baron for free. At this point, Zeus is unstoppable with 4 full items compared to the Shy's 2, and finds an easy solo kill under mid tower while the rest of T1 break open top. Zeus mows down the rest of Weibo, and with nobody left standing, T1 take game number 1 in dominant fashion. Heading into draft, Weibo are threatened by Guma's Kalista and take it for first pick, but T1 still prioritize the Renata and now pair it with Draven. Skipping to 5th pick and Zeus takes Gwen. In the World's Finals of 2022, Game 5, Zeus picked Gwen into Kingan's Aatrox and was solo killed. So I'm assuming Zeus has put in countless hours of practice to never lose this matchup again after enduring the pain of losing a World's Finals. Looking at both drafts, I favor T1, as I do believe this is going to be a really hard matchup for the Shy. And Sylas is a strong pick into the Kalista here, especially being able to hijack the Maokai ult. So let's see if Weibo can bounce back for game number 2. At 4:40, Weiwei looks for a gank onto Zeus, which gets nothing but his ghost. But we're not looking at what's happening top, look at Ona. He has based and purchased a pickaxe while Weiwei has no items. Ona knows Maokai's top camps have respawned and is going to punish this poor gank from Weiwei by invading him. And the poor Maokai can do nothing but watch and base as his camps get eaten by the Nocturne. Ona will have a large advantage in the jungle matchup from now on, and this is why your junglers in solo queue sometimes can't gank your lane even though you're getting pushed in just like the Shy is, or they have bad map awareness. It's probably the latter. 3 minutes ahead, Zeus is hard trading top with Ona in his back pocket with a level advantage from the previous invade. Ona ults onto the Shy, but he flashes and almost outplays the dive. Ona backs off and Zeus is posturing to push in the wave and potentially re-dive. But the Shy makes a big mistake, eating forward into Gwen's W, and honestly, This is a catastrophic death. 20 CS down, losing almost 2 waves including a cannon with no TP. Zeus' Gwen practice has definitely paid off. A minute later, the tragedies don't stop for weibo. The Shy is sent bot lane as weibo's duo are sent to Herald, but T1 opt to stay bot side and play for the tower. The Shy walks up with no flash and is dove by T1. They save the cash in for Draven, and if it wasn't already GG, this next play is about to morally obliterate weibo. The weibo bot jungle trio attempt to do the same dive onto Zeus, but somehow he lives and executes to the top tower. It's not over, but this is going to be very, very hard. The game slows down till 18 minutes and T1 are on drag, but weibo want the fight. Keep an eye on Carry in the pit. As soon as weibo pass this line, T1 plan to take the fight as Carry can ult down the river. And that's exactly what they do. Carrier's ult hits 3 and Faker comes in on the flank with Ahri ult. After such a huge ultimate, T1 can clean up this fight while Gumayusi is still stuck all the way back, barely doing anything and still winning the team fight. T1 drop the 7-1 scoreline and pay respect to Brazil. This game is slowly getting choked out to 29 minutes when T1 go for a dive on top tier 2. As the tower is falling, Weiwei walks up too far and gives T1 the engage. Just watch Zeus hitting Crisp. I think that encapsulates this game enough. T1 close out game 2, 14 kills to 1. Weibo have finally done it. They found out that you can ban Renata. Hopefully the rest of this draft is better from here. And we head to Weibo's 3rd pick, and it's not getting better. Crisp locks in Bard when T1 have gone Xayah Rakan. This isn't an especially good matchup, nor is Crisp good at Bard. He's played Bard 0 times this year, and in his 7 years of professional play, he's played Bard 3 other times, all being losses. Bard is a champion which requires a lot of finesse, so I hope he's been practicing. Rounding out the rest of the draft, the only other pick that pops out to me is Faker's Akali. I think it's very hard for Weibo's champs to shut her down, so this could be a great game for Faker. And based on the past 2 games, it's looking like a T1 3-0, but let's get into game 3 and find out. If you're interested in climbing ranked and improving at the game, I offer one-on-one coaching via my website in the description. I've played at Worlds, coached at MSI, and hit Challenger every year. Thanks for your consideration, and back to the video. Starting off the game, we see the Shy show he is a true Korean patriot, and he hard pushes top lane without placing a singular ward and falls to a free gank to start off the game. Skipping ahead to 17 minutes 30, and this is the closest game of the series by far. Both teams are relatively even, and it's all down to execution. But T1 are quite strong right now. They have triple Merc Treads into Kennen, Azir, and Bard. If I was on Weibo right now, I'd avoid taking this fight. But what do I know? Because Weibo group up and head to the dragon that T1 have started. Carrier's holding the line incredibly well, just like he does on Renata, waiting for his moment. Carrier snaps onto the Shy and Xiaohu, and watch Crisp. Bard ult right onto the Kennen, saving everyone from his ult. Faker chases the Shy down. Surrounded by 4 members of Weibo, Faker must dodge the Bel'Veth W, and he does, taking down Xiaohu. Faker flips out and goes back in for his triple, trading his life in a fortitude trade, with T1 going back to secure the dragon. 2 minutes later, Faker in the face of the Shy and Crisp takes the 2v1 with the rest of his team collapsing. Faker chases down the Shy and Owner comes in to smite him down. Crisp throws down an impressive ultimate and Carrier flies in, allowing T1 to pick up all 3 members and take the Baron. Faker just had his moment, and I think this may seal the series. 25 minutes into the game and Weibo make a desperation play, sending 3 for Zeus, and I just want you guys to watch this play yourselves. I think it truly shows how much of a slaughter this series really was. And with that, T1 and Faker take game number 3, crushing Weibo in a 3-0. 10 years of being on T1, 10 years of professional play, 10 years since his first Worlds win, Faker raises his 4th Summoner's Cup. And I'll end this video off with a little clip from Faker as he describes who this trophy's for. Thanks for watching.
세 번째 우승은 저 자신을 위한 거였습니다. 네 번째 우승은 우리 팀을 위한 것입니다.